everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today we're going to be doing a like a German chocolate poke cake type thing. Okay, it's a little bit different and I'm going to show you. I was just going to bake the cake and then come in and show you what all we're going to do to it, but I thought, well, this cake is a little different, so I better let y'all know what I've done. I put in 1 box of Duncan Hines perfectly moist German chocolate cake mix in here. I put in 1 box of Jell-O fudge pudding, and this is sugar-free. Saves a few calories and helps a little bit. So we put that in there. We put 1 cup of milk, and I'm going to put in about a teaspoon of this is Madagascar vanilla extract, and it's from the Vanilla Bean Kings. You can put in about a teaspoon of vanilla, and I put in, instead of the oil that the recipe calls for, I put in 1 stick of melted butter, and I put in 4 eggs. And I'm getting ready to mix this up real good, and I'll show you what else we're going to put in there, okay? Almost forgot 2 things here. We're going to put a pinch of salt, and we're going to put 1 cup of sour cream. Now we're going to beat this slowly for about a minute till I get it combined, and then I'm going to beat it for about 2 minutes on medium high. Okay, we've got our cake beat up really good. I'm gonna make sure there's none of it left in there, you know, down in the bottom or anything. Like there's just a little bit of, not dry, but some cake mix right around the edge that sort of stuck to the edge or something, but I got it all off there. We're going to put in if you've got the mini chips, use the mini chips, please. We're going to put in the, I've just got regular size chips, and we're going to put in 1.5 cups. So if you have the little mini chips, put them in there for sure. We're going to fold that in. Now, we're going to pour this into a greased 9 by 13 inch baking pan. Try to get everything out of there. I know some people say I'm a fanatic about this, but that's your cake you're talking about, you know? Okay. Whew. Mercy sakes. Let's get all that off there. I just got through washing some dishes. My hands are nice and clean. Whew. Now I've got my oven preheated to 350. I'm going to put this in there. And I think we're going to go about, let's see, we'll start checking it at 30 minutes, but 30 to 40, and we'll see how it goes, okay? We've got our oven already ready. Turn on the light, and we'll be back when it comes out. Okay, I had to take a little break and rest, but I was going to show you what I did. As soon as my cake came out of the oven, I poked holes all over it. And wait a minute. And I took 1 can of sweetened condensed milk and poured that down through all the holes while the cake was warm. Okay? Now, we'll set that over there and let it finish cooling totally. And I'm going to take, well, I thought I got it out. Let me grab my heavy whipping cream. I'm going to take a 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to pour it into my bowl here. Now you can do it 2 different ways. You can put it on your eye of the stove. A lot of people says, why do you call it an eye? That's just what they call it in the South. So a 1/2 cup of the heavy whipping cream. I'm gonna put it in my microwave and let it really get to where it's about to boil. I'll put it on 2 minutes. And we'll see, I'll watch it close and see when it starts to sizzle around the outside. I'll put it on about 1.5 minutes. Now I have 4 ounces, one little block of Baker's Premium German Chocolate Sweet Chocolate. It's German chocolate. It's a little bar, and I've broke it up in pieces. We'll put that in there. Stir it up a little bit. Make sure that each one of my pieces are down under the milk or the heavy cream. And I'm going to cover this. I'm going to stir it just a minute. This will melt the chocolate. You can also, if you don't want to do it in the microwave, you can put it in a pan on your stove, and you can heat that milk up that way and then pour it over your chocolate. But it's just so quick and easy in the microwave. Just stirring it up a little bit. And then we're going to put a piece of plastic over it, and we're going to let it just set, you know? Okay, that's pretty well. Might be just a tad maybe on the bottom that's not melted, but it will melt. But you want it to thicken up, you know? Let me get all that off. And did I tell you? Yes, I did tell you about what I poured over it. Now I'm going to put the plastic over it. You ever just have days? I don't know if you all that can't never get your plastic to roll the right way, but oh Lordy. And I'm just gonna let that cool, okay? We're just gonna let that totally cool to where we can, to where that can thicken up. And then we're going to put our ganache on there. Move on to the next step. I've let it set for about 4 minutes. I'm going to take my plastic off now and take my whisk. And we're going to beat this till it's nice and thick, you know, till it thickens up. We want that heavy whipping cream to whip a little bit, don't we? I know y'all don't want to watch me do this, so I'm just going to keep whipping. Now I beat it just till it started to thicken just a little bit and put the plastic back on it, and I'm going to let it set till it cools. Okay, let's get this turned on about a medium right now. We're going to make the icing. Put 1 stick of butter. And I'm going to, got 3 beaten egg yolks. 3 beaten egg yolks. And 1 cup of sugar. And 1 cup of evaporated milk. Don't want to bring the heat up too fast, okay? I got just a little bit more egg in here I want to get out. But you don't want to bring it up too fast, okay? We're going to stir this and not let our eggs, our egg yolks, curdle, okay? We don't want them to curdle, which means they scramble. You know, if you new baker or whatever, they'll scramble on you if you bring up the heat too fast. Well, I'm splattering everything everywhere. Let me grab my little blue cloth. Oh, mercy sakes. We're going to bring this up till the butter melts, and we'll be back. We've got our butter melted. Now I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit more. Up, you know, medium high, really. And we're going to get this thing boiling. And we're going to let it boil for about 12 minutes. Once we get it started boiling, you have to keep stirring. You have to keep stirring, because you don't want it to stick to the bottom. Don't want to stick to the bottom. When we get it boiling, we'll come back. We're boiling. I'm going to turn it down just a hair and keep stirring. One thing, I don't want that to pop out on me. So we're going to go 12 minutes, okay, with it boiling. See that rolling boil? You don't stop stirring. I'm sitting here on a bar stool because I can't even stand 12 minutes. I can't stand 12 minutes. So I'm sitting here. So if there's a will, there's a way in there. So I'm just stirring this. Looky there. Stir, stir, stir. I hope y'all are having a good day. It's just been a day of cooking for me. I needed to get something that me and Pop could have for a few days to eat on. And then I thought, well, I need to bake a cake. I shouldn't have done something that was so entailed to have so many steps to do, but oh, lousy. Okay, I've turned off my goodie here. I'm going to put in a little vanilla, about a teaspoon. And I'm going to stir that a little bit. I'm going to put 2 cups of coconut, sweetened coconut. Two cups of sweetened coconut. And 1 cup of chopped pecans. I wanted to make sure when we're cooking it, I said evaporated milk, okay? Let's go over here and get this cake layered up, okay? Set that right there. It's off and we'll be right back. Okay, let's take our little bit of ganache and let's pour it over our sweetened condensed milk. Now this is German chocolate, you know. Let me grab me a spatula. I'm so tired, young'uns. Oh, Lordy, I'm so tired. By the time I got that icing cooked 12 minutes, I was a dragon. Now I'm trying to get this to go down into our holes that we've got poked. I've got a bunch of dirty dishes to wash, don't I? Let me grab my little towel. Okay, I've got that all over that. Now I'm going to put our German chocolate icing on top. You don't have to go all the way to the edge of your pan. So, we're just going to sort of, so we don't make a gum, we're just going to put this out everywhere. There we go. And let's spread this out a little bit. We're just going to spread this out. And it's going to be delicious. Can you imagine having all these layers together? It's going to be so good. Okay. Okay. I got a piece out. Took a picture. Look at that. Here we go. Lord, thank you for this food. Thank you for this wonderful cake, Lord. In Jesus' name. This is a killer. Absolutely delicious. This is going to be a long video, but it is worth it. Mmm. I just want to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all sticking with me today. This is, like I said, a long video. The cake, the can of sweetened condensed milk over the cake. Then we made the ganache, put that out of the German chocolate bar. You know what I'm talking about. I think I already tossed it. But made the ganache out of that. And then we made the butter pecan coconut icing to go on the top. If you're looking for the butter pecan icing recipe, it will be on page 47. And it just says frosting, and it's by Barbara Davis, my mother-in-law. So I hope y'all get a chance to make yourself some. Make this wonderful cake. It takes a little time. You know, it probably wouldn't have been too rough, but it's just my body, you know. It's just harder for me to make it than I used to be able to whip this together in no time. So if you get a chance, make this cake. Any special occasion, if you got a cookout or just anybody's birthday, this would make a great birthday cake. And just want to tell y'all how much I love y'all, how much the good Lord loves you so very much, and that he has every footstep that we take. He guides our steps, every step, and he knows exactly where we're going, and he knows exactly where we've been. Sometimes we get to thinking, Lord, I don't know what's going to happen, this, that, and the other. But it's not taking the Lord by surprise. He knows exactly what our lives entail, and he knows what we will need before we ever need it. So sit down and rest today. Take some time. Read your Bible. Have a little Jesus time, you know. It always makes me feel better to do that. And just hope you get a chance to too. I try to do it before my day gets started. So I will see you next time, Lord willing. I'll try my best to get this recipe wrote out for you. It's going to be a long one. So, you know, I don't want you to get lazy till you don't know how to write down a recipe. Okay? That's not the way we need to be. That laziness, no. So write it down as we go. And then whenever we get ready, I can put the recipe on as soon as I can get it done, okay? Willow, I usually dictate it to Willow, and she's been writing my recipes out now. My hands are just getting to where I can't hardly write. So I thank Willow for doing what she does. She's turning out to be a fine little worker. She's 13 years old and doing this stuff. You know, she learned so quickly from Bella. Well, I'm going to go, and I will see you next time, Lord willing, okay? Bye-bye.